Okay, I'm going to try to give you a quick, video in how you can use these video editors to play around with things. Now, I don't know what kind of machine you got. I know what kind of machine I got. And this would take a long time on my machine, which is an old 2011 Mac Mini. If you've got a newer, or maybe Norm has a newer version of the Windows machine or something like that, you can actually play this game a lot better. So the first thing you do when you get your the card out of your machine, or however you get your videos on your computer, you'll have two kinds of videos. You will have the kind that are the 1080p's, and you can see they're in the gigabit range. Almost all of them are in the gigabit range. Now you got smaller ones in here, and I've never figured out what good they are, but I imagine you could use them to fade in and out to different ones of these sizes, but I've never messed with that, and I'm not going to mess with it here. On the other hand, you have small ones. So these here are all 1080p's. These here are all probably 720s, is my guess. So they're smaller size, they're easy to handle, they're megabytes instead of gigabytes. So we're going to bring up the OpenShot editor. I'm pretty sure this is available on Windows, but I'm not positive. I know Kdenlive is. It's a little different. I haven't really played with that one. I have played with this. So when this thing comes up, you have this window here, which is for all your video files. You can put as many in there as you want. It's only going to put thumbnails in there. So you're not going to actually, under like something like the big Mac video editors, you're not going to be able to see everything all the time. So you're going to have to figure out what you want to do. So I'm going to put in 3, and I hope I get the right ones. I'm going to put in 3 of these themes, and I'm only going to take the ones that are 300 megabytes. I'm not going to mess with anything else. And you just drag them in here. Ow. And then you get the next one. And drag it in there. And then you get the next one. Now you can do this with as many as you want, and that's going to be totally up to you. So at this point, you really only need to mess with one. So we're going to start messing with one. I have 5 tracks here. I don't need that many, but I'm going to just leave them. I'm going to start that here, and there we are. And I can take this guy and run it along and see where we are. And as long as I stay in there, it runs reasonably well. So you have to kind of keep your mouse in that, the mouse pointer in that area there. And let's just say, well, we'd like to see us get out into the bay. So we're going to go underneath the bridge about there. And we're going to say slice. So we want to keep the right side. Boom. You don't have to do this, but I always move it back to the start. You can adjust the size of that thing, which is probably helpful, by doing that. And then we're there, so we'd like to see us and get out into the bay. So this is here somewhere. Come on. There we go. Even my machine is a little slow, so I don't know what you've got. So we're in the bay. And I'm going to just slice now, but I'm going to keep both sides, because I want to edit this side. So we're going to take this and we're going to go merrily, 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 merrily. Along like that. And usually this one will keep going. Doesn't seem to want to do that now, so you may have to move this. Oh, that's because it's not been selected. Sorry. I think. Yeah. No. thought I had it doing that, but it doesn't seem to want to do that. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of this stuff. I'm going to keep going. There we go. I'm going to keep going here. And I'm looking for to see if we start. And we don't. So this is going bye-bye. So I'm done with that clip. So now I'm going to come back and bring this guy with me as I do it. And I'm not really good at this one. You'll have to probably play with it more than I do. And it's probably good to bring this out to 160 seconds where you have the whole remaining clip there. So what I'd like to see us do is I'd like to see us go around. I'd like to see us start. So I'm going to assume that the starting thing is here. And we don't need to look at Anne's butt. So we'll get rid of her butt. But we're going to go merrily going along. And yep, okay. So right there is where we hoist the blade, and that means we're going to start. So you can see us coming in. You can already see the thing here as I go along. And now we're getting kind of close to it. So let's slice this here. And I want to keep the right side. So move it back to there. And then we've got this stuff going boogity 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 boogity. And some lovely lady named Mary hoist that puppy as we went by. So as you go along, you'll see, there it is. You'll see the yellow one, the red one come up, and we're hoisted, and we're flying. So once that goes up, we're flying. So I'm going to slice this guy here. I'm going to keep both sides. Now I want to find out where we go around the so we don't go around I think that was an E mark, wasn't it? We don't go around that there, so we'll pull this guy down. Oops. That's a transition, and I'm not going to use those. You can play with the transitions yourself. So we're about to go around E here somewhere. So we'll go along until we find it. And there we are. So maybe it's about to pop out. So split it. And we will keep the right side and move it over. Now if you want to see this stupid guy back here that's talking causes us to drop out of this thing, which is kind of dumb. But anyway, the rest of this you can keep. That's too much of that, so we're about to drop out of it. Mary does a good job of grabbing it and pulling it in. So we'll stop it there. We'll split that. Keep both sides this time. And then we'll go along. She'll get it all retied on. And okay, I'm just going to go to where that is. And we'll split there. And this time, we'll keep the right side. And then we'll move. Oops. My bad. And you kind of want to keep these things close together, but so that's really all I want to see left, I think. flying now. Everything's cool. Mary's happy. So I'm going to split this. And I'm going to keep the left side. So now all I'll have to do is go up and say, okay, make a movie out of this. But you might want to see what it'd like to come into H. So now you'll have to go through each one of these and find H. So you'll put that back in there and you continue this whole mess. Once you get it to where you want to make a movie, you can, let's see, is it here? You can export the project. You can export the video. So if you go into here, let's see, I believe, I would play on the safe side. I would select all those guys. And then I would say export. I'm not going to do that here because it usually takes a while. But I would go down there and I would export the video. And that will write a video out. And you'll be happy. So that ends my little recording. I hope it makes you happy. And let me know